everyone, my name is Dave and this is Miko, and today we are continuing my top 100 favorite dexterity games, and we're going from 30 to 21, so let's go ahead and do that. So we're just going to jump right into it. This is number 30. Now, I have it up top on my shelf here. I also have a review. This is one of the first reviews I did with my kid. Been saying that a lot. I just miss reviewing with my kiddo. And I don't want to grab stuff because I do a lot of these after I get off at work and everybody's sleeping. But this is Cube Quest, and this game is awesome. I loved it. It was my very first 30 games actually, and it's a two-player game where you have your armies. You can choose to buy your units or just play with them all, and you're just flicking cubes, and each one has its own power. The quality is nice. I played this so many times. This is one of the games I played most in my life, I think, because me and my kid liked it so much. So if you want to check out our review, you can, but until then, we're going over to 29. Let's go. Now, 29 I also have, but I'm not going to move and grab it from behind me, but I do have a review on it. This is Pony Express, and yes, it only about a quarter of it's dexterity, but I classify it as some dexterity game, so it's dexterity of sorts. Now, I like the motion of the game and the way that it's played. Some of the art could be done a little bit better, not so politically correct. And since she went ahead and moved, yeah, I'll go ahead and show it to you. Like the way that they express the natives on the box, it really does sour my mouth. But other than that, the game is so much fun. You're flicking the dice at your opponent, or you're rolling them at the Indians to try to knock them over. And it's kind of like a roll and move game a little bit too, but it does it in a very nice way. If you want to find out more, just go ahead and check out the review. I honestly think this is a sleeper, and it's hard to get. It's a pretty old game, but if you come about it, it's decent. So let's go ahead and move over to the next game. Let's go. Okay, so 28 is Mega City Oceana, and this one's interesting. I've played one game like this before. It was Snowman Dice, but basically you're building up these interesting abstract buildings, and then you're trying to push them. You can build them up as high as you want, but it's going to be harder to get them into the city. So there's that kind of risk and reward, and I risk so much with this game, but it's so much fun. I wish I have it. I was thinking about trying to get my own copy, but it was fun to play, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and move over to number 27. Let's do it. So number 27 I also have, but man, I'm just super lazy in this one. You're seeing pictures, they're just as good. This is Boom Bang Gold, and this has a little bit of pogs in it. I was super surprised by this one. It's Hava. It's produced so well. It's a bit of a speed game, but you're throwing these dynamites, which are so cool, and trying to flip over the gold, and it has different powers that are kind of kooky. It's Haba for you, but I'm okay with that. I just like the game so very much, and it surprised me so much that it's up in the 20s. These games up here are good. So anything in the 30 and above are great, almost fantastic games. So speaking of which, let's go on to the next one. Alright, so the next one I don't have, but I did have a copy of it when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure I lost a lot of it as time went on, but I was able to keep one crossbow that I was able to shoot at all my toys, and I played with that one so much. This is Catapult Crossbows. Now, there is a remake of Catapult Kingdoms coming out. I can't wait for that. I did back the Kickstarter, but this Catapult Crossbows was the old style, had a whole bunch of cool pieces, and basically you're just shooting each other with these interesting bits, trying to destroy each other. And there is another game, I can't remember what it's called. It's kind of like a knockoff of the Catapults and Crossbows. It came out of Crossbows and Catapults. I can't remember the name, but you're seeing the picture here. It's really cool. It's hard to find though right now. I just wish I kept any of the pieces. Okay, so now let's go over to the next game. Okay, so the next one is Caveman Curling. I love the aspect of throwing discs down a lane, and this one I love the art, and it has a super powers, or powers more of that you can inch closer. This one is just super good, and this is an Eagle Griffin game, or Griffin games, and I've been saying this about a lot of these games, but they just dexterity games I think are a sleeper. This is a super sleeper, and it's easy to store, and I like the wax board. It's paper. You think that would be a bad thing, but it actually works out really well. I have the expansion that adds multiple colors, so it's not just a 2-player game anymore for me. It's a 3-player game. I got the black player. I need to get the white disc players, but this game is just so much fun, and if you come across it, definitely play it. And if you, it's not like curling in the aspect of the brooms, but it's definitely like curling when you're trying to flick down stream. So that is number 25. Let's go on to number 24. That's what comes after 25, right? All right. Okay, so Rhino Battle or / Rhino Hero. If you had to twist my arm, Rhino Battle is so much better. It's just a more expanded version of Rhino Hero. This is a big hit when it comes to HABA games. I think anyone who plays HABA games have played this one. It's a card stacking game. It's great for adults. It's great for kids, and it has a bit of powers on the cards for Rhino Hero. But then when you get the battle and you get 2 of these super villain and superhero going at it, oh man, it gets super cool. I say super so much, but I mean it's superheroes. So that is a good one. If you come across that one, it's relatively inexpensive. I would pick this up. If any of these on the list and you want to kind of go on a budget, this is a perfect one to do it with. Well, at least the Rhino Hero. The battle, it's a little bit up there, but it's worth it. Okay, so let's move on to number 23. Alright, so number 23 is super hard to get. Good luck getting it. But this was the first dexterity game that just won my heart over. I have a review on it. This is Disc Duelers. Basically, the terrain that you make, be it on a table with a pop can or the box, it is all up to you. Your imagination soars. And the superpowers on all the characters, all the rules are basically explained on the card. It's simple but in depth, and boy, there's so many variants in this one. It keeps you playing forever. This is a level 99 game. I wish they would put this back in print and make some more expansions, but you have a decent amount of characters. I think it's like 52 to choose from, so there's enough for you to kind of chew and gnaw on for a while and play this game. But this is so much fun. I love this one. If you like flicking discs and hitting other discs with your opponents, then this is the one for you. But again, good luck finding it. So if you want to check out the review, you can. I do have it on the channel, but we are going to go ahead and move on to a very big game. Alright, so this one here is 22. This is Pirate and Billiards. And this is a board that has a top piece of linen on the very bottom with a whole bunch of square sections, and you have little hammers that you're knocking the balls, and you're knocking them up and into different sections. Sometimes you want to knock them into the section where your other opponent's balls are, or you just want to make it over to the across the other lane, kind of like checkers, and you'll get more points once you get over there. It's really simple. The theme is about pirates shooting cannonballs, but you get these colorful balls and you got a hammer. It takes some skill, but man, learning this game, learning the curve was so much fun. More fun than any dexterity game that I've ever had to kind of learn a new mechanism in. This one I'm super enamored with. It's pretty hard to get. I had to import this over, but if you can find this, will be like an heirloom almost. This is a fantastic game, and if the linen actually rips, I know how to repair that, so I'm not worried about any kind of damages. But that is Pirate and Billiards. Fantastic, just unique and very old game, weird enough. So that is number 22, right? Yeah. Alright, so now let's go on to 21. Alright, 21, I got to play the wooden version at Gen Con. I haven't played the plastic version. I got to watch somebody play the giant version of it, but it is junk art. Another pretzel game is making onto the dexterity list, of course. They know what they're doing over there. I really want my own copy, but this one is hard to get. And the fact that I was able to play it twice at Gen Con, I'm just very, very happy that I could do that, because these games, once the pretzel games start to go out of print, they are hard to get your hands on because they're heavy to ship and they're just quality bits. Now, as you can see, you've seen pictures here, Junk Art is taking a whole bunch of pieces and stacking those bad boys up and in various ways, and you'll just have this piece of art that you did not think that you can accomplish out of these weird pieces, but somehow you just managed to do it. And again, this is another head turner and people will want to know what you're playing. So that is number 21 and the last game on the list for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Man, we're getting into the nitty gritty. Next time we are going 20 through 11, the teens, the good stuff. But even past that, then we get up to the top 10. So stay tuned, and thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked the video, click like, and if you haven't already, click subscribe. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers, if not by the time now. Until the next time that I see you, join me in the next Dexterity Week video. My name is Dave, and you heard it here on the Game Vine. I'm out. Bye. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.